Wednesday.
Surprise!
We are here. The person never responded back, and I'm not traveling over an hour and a half to get
It
a
was in
maybe,
North Carolina.
and it was just too far for us without knowing like pricing or anything like that. So we are here with you today. We're going to
Yes.
talk about returns because
Sure.
they are exploding. And then we have 17 items going out. So sales are also doing fairly well.
Yes, that's
So
great.
after a slow weekend, it's nice to come back and
Hmm.
have some good sales. So before we get started, my name is Aaron,
I'm Amber.
and we are full-time resellers. We go live Monday through Thursday to talk shop.
Yes.
That's what I like to call. I think that's just the
That's just what
go-to
you're
now.
doing it.
So
Sticking with it.
the last 3 weeks. So this is just the last 3 weeks. We've had 9 returns. To give you an idea of how much different that is than prior, the prior 3 weeks we had zero.
Oh gosh.
And it's not like, okay, so, I always like to take it to extreme. If you sell 10,000 items, you're going to have a
Hmm.
lot of returns.
Right.
If you sell zero items, you're going to have no returns.
Yes.
And it's not like we've had an increase, like a drastic
Yeah.
increase in sales for fourth quarter. Fourth quarter has been disappointing.
Meh.
Disappointing. It's just been
Yeah.
disappointing. And so to have a lot of returns before the new year,
Hmm.
so these aren't like,
Oh yeah, these haven't been gifted, and then they're like, oh, they didn't want it. Oh, they got multiple.
so this is like it's the tip of the iceberg because if we have nine
That's
returns,
true.
in my theory, if we have 9 returns now, before Christmas even happens, can you imagine what it's going to look like after Christmas?
Bloodbath.
It's going to be gross this year, and I have the feeling. So just be prepared out there. If you're a reseller,
You need to like hold on to your acorns right now.
yeah, well,
Don't go spending crazy.
yeah, no, just know like it's coming. If you haven't been hit yet, I've seen other resellers have also been talking about an
Hmm.
increase in returns. It's just inevitable. It's not anything
Yeah.
that you necessarily did
Sometimes it could be.
because we had 9. Okay,
Yeah.
we have 9. We're gonna break it down.
Okay.
5 of the 9 doesn't fit or didn't like the item.
We like those because it wasn't on us.
It's not on us. There's nothing that we did negative.
Yeah.
There's nothing you really can do to avoid these particular returns. Especially if you're selling clothing items, you can expect that it's inevitable that you're gonna
You're
get.
ordering online. Every brand is different fitting.
Yeah.
Even though you can do the measurements, no one's actually going to go and check their
No.
clothes.
2, these were opened before they even received the
yeah.
items. So 5 did not fit.
Yep.
And then 2 additionals, they wanted to return them before they even received the item. These were
Again.
before we already shipped it.
It's not our product.
Now, keep in mind, one of them was a dang snowboard that we lost money in shipping, and now it's coming back. Even
But
though
why
we
isn't it
talked,
here yet?
huh?
Shouldn't it be here?
It went all the way to Idaho.
Oh my gosh.
So now it's coming back. They said
Ooh,
initially
they need to lose it. Just lose it.
They said initially that they were going to try to resell it, but then I
Yeah.
saw that they did return it. So I'm like, just resell
Great.
it. Like we
Yeah.
can't do anything. We're gonna chunk it. Like we're donating it when we
Yeah,
get
but
it.
they're also not going to get their shipping back.
No, they're not getting their shipping back. In all of those cases, you really don't take much of a hit
Right.
because you don't pay shipping
Hmm.
back to you, or you don't have to pay shipping to them.
Right.
So I think there's like a teeny little bit of fees that you might
Mhm.
pay on the shipping cost that doesn't get reimbursed to you,
Right.
but that's about it. Um,
And
then we had 2 that opened as item defects. Okay,
these are on us.
these are on us,
Yeah.
and one of them is truly on us.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the clock that we shared with you all. We had a Seiko clock
Seiko clock.
in a box that looked like it was brand new,
It
still in
did.
plastic and
Yes.
everything. And then
It
we
fit
shipped
perfect
it,
in there.
everything, and then the person was like, "This is not a Seiko clock," and
Like,
they're
what
correct.
do you mean it's not?
We look at the pictures. It was a different clock that was in the bag.
Yeah.
That was in the packaging, and again, it looked new.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was they were using that clock, I'm guessing, and then they got a Seiko clock and they switched it out and they put it back in the packaging, and it just happened to fit perfectly, like it was a brand new clock.
Yep.
So
They kept the Seiko and they gave us the dud.
yeah, so that was one that was on us.
Yeah.
Completely nothing. We should have avoided that
Mm-hmm.
if with deeper inspection. And I mean, I'm zooming in, taking pictures of things, and I didn't notice that it has a completely different brand name. No, it's kind of foolish of
Lesson
me.
learned.
So I will be more thorough on that aspect. The other one was a return for a Leapfrog.
Oh man,
And-
these dang! And we even mentioned we don't sell these or pick them up anymore because they're such a hassle. And it was a return.
Yes. So they said that they tried to charge it and it didn't work. Well, the problem was is it doesn't charge. You can plug it into the wall, it doesn't do anything. That socket that they were connecting to
Yeah.
is actually to load the additional books
Yes.
for the pen to read.
hmm
Uh,
It takes
it takes
batteries.
batteries, and then I take the batteries out that they had in it, and they were dead. And so all I did was replace the batteries, put in new batteries.
Yeah.
It worked. So in those cases, I want to be abundantly clear. You need to dispute these
Right.
returns. You want to flag these buyers
hmm
because it's, their negligence. One, two, these are like these defects, item defects are harms to your account.
Right.
And so you do
You can
not
only
want to.
absorb so many before you actually lose top seller.
Yeah, you lose top seller, you lose, being
Yeah.
pushed by the algorithm. It
Right.
just does not look good on your store.
hmm
Um,
So you
and
can't just take it and not do anything. You have
Correct.
to dispute it.
So if there was something wrong, if somebody is using the wrong return reason because they don't want to pay
Right.
shipping back and they want to be fully refunded, we've had that happen
Mm-hmm.
before. In situations where they're just not technologically savvy and they
Yeah.
can't do it. I'm not a tech center. And when I listed this item, it was over a year ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember that it ran off of batteries.
Right. I'm pretty sure I said that, and you were like, "No, it has a charging cord." I'm like, well, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then we get it back, and it's like, "No, it does run on batteries."
Yeah, but I didn't. If I would have seen the
Yeah.
back of the pen, which I didn't see the back of the pen,
hmm
and I didn't picture the back of
Yeah,
the pen.
you list better now. But
So these are all things that you learn.
Yep.
Like in those situations too, you could even go above and beyond and put in the description that it does run off of two
Right.
batteries. I always like to say batteries not included.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't ship things with batteries installed because of the reason of battery corrosion. And if somebody gets a corroded item, that's definitely going to be a return, especially if it doesn't work and they can't get it to work. So just to avoid any issues, batteries
the
not
batteries
included.
out.
And
Yeah.
Dion, any comments there?
Let's see. Are you selling any 30th anniversary Sony PS5 controllers?
I don't have any of those.
We don't have any.
Sorry.
Nope. These are all items that we have sold in the last 24 hours of selling on eBay. But I would be curious to know what the returns rate was last year compared
Yeah.
to this year. So maybe I'll have to pull those up.
Yeah.
And then we can compare, see if it's worse this year.
I think you would have to look on eBay and
Yeah.
not on that.
Just
but-
filter by returns and then sort by date.
So anything
then
else you want to add on the returns?
No, I mean, there was only one that really counted against us out of 9.
Yeah, out of the 9.
And it's rare for us to have returns. So
Unfortunately, looks like all of them are returning the items, if not already returned them.
Which
So
there are some also, so that brings up a good point. There was like a record, Mumford and Sons, which we were actually looking forward to getting back so we could listen to it ourselves, but
Yeah.
they never even sent it. So sometimes when they say they don't want the item, there's a flaw with it, and whatever, they may not go the extra step of sending it to you, and that one will just drop off.
yeah, well that
Those
one
are like best case scenario.
that one they went through us directly through Messenger
okay.
and not through the eBay system, which is another thing.
Yeah.
Is if you can't avoid going through the eBay system, it's generally better to do that.
Like do it by messaging the
because then
customer.
it actually has zero impact on
Right.
your store. So
and then also that your spidey senses need to go up if they're messaging you about it and haven't taken the steps to go through eBay to return it, because they could be fishing for a partial return.
yes.
So just you do have to acknowledge them all and try to work it out and then see what their real intention is.
Correct.
But that's all.
So jumping into sales, 17 items going out. First item we sold was a
Makes me
ornament.
want to show it.
I can actually show a picture.
So
So
much
then,
prettier in person. Look, it's right here. Look, isn't this way better? It's a toaster.
it's a
Old World Christmas.
Old World Christmas toaster, $12 plus shipping
Cute.
on that one. This is, and I want to see,
We have 17 going out today?
yeah, 17.
Okay.
So this one is a Muhammad Ali figure, but it has one loose item in there, so I had to make sure to put please read and explain that the one hand is just loose in the package.
Oh, okay.
But it is still sealed, so I don't know how it got loose, but $19.99 plus shipping.
Oh, it sure
on
is.
Muhammad Ali,
It's down there at the bottom.
WWE Legends.
Yeah.
And
It
that
looks, you can switch them out. You can either
Yeah.
have the gloves or the hands. So,
Yeah.
oh, okay. See there.
yeah, that's a
I
slide.
see.
Yeah.
So it's not broke. It's just loose from
Just
the
loose.
gripping of the package.
Correct.
How cute.
This one
Merry
is an
Christmas.
animated hamster. Again, on these things, they would require batteries. I would
Yes.
remove the batteries
Right.
because it took, I don't know, how long?
I don't know.
Probably,
Oh, yeah,
probably
to sell
close
it?
to a year,
Yeah.
maybe 9 months, for us to sell this. $27.95 plus shipping, so nice return. But if batteries set in that for 9
Yeah.
months, you run the risk that it's going to
Corrode.
corrode
I won't
inside.
take this out because it's in bubble. Oh, bubble. It's I Rule the Roost.
This is
Coffee
a
mug.
coffee mug, been delisted, relisted, made by Cracker Barrel, $12.95 plus shipping, and it took probably 2 years to sell. So
I picked it out. It was
yeah,
cute.
you would pick that
I
up.
love funny things. Love
Yeah.
it. All right, this
That's
is
about as funny as she gets right there.
bumper cars.
Bumper Cars 2007, Sweet Dreams, and this was something from what, Dollar Store or something? Like Walmart, I think is it
Yeah,
Department
Walmart
18?
18.
Yeah, Department 18 is Walmart, and this sold for $60 plus shipping. So even though it sold initially for 20,
Yeah, right.
it still goes because it's rare.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool. Just the cars
was
will
fun.
sit in and it just slides
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, there's magnets and then they just slowly bump around.
Yeah, they don't even really bump into each other. They just move around. But
Yeah.
we paid, I think, $9
Yeah.
at our local thrift store.
We got
picked
a
up
bunch of other ones.
We picked up 4, and this was the only one that worked. So we had
Yeah.
to return the other 3, which thankfully we can return.
And we're
at
close
that
enough where it's
store.
not inconvenient.
But
But that would have been a bummer if we got those at a garage sale.
yes,
Because you don't have time to look at them unless it's late in the day,
Nope.
which we still wouldn't do.
okay. Definitely not. Nintendo DS Lite. This is blue. It tested, and it would not read DS games.
Okay. And the screen is way messed up. This is for parts and
So
repair.
sold for parts repair.
Yeah.
$20 plus shipping on the Nintendo DS. All right. Next up, Estee Lauder. This is Stay in Place Makeup SPF 10,
Double wear.
and it sold for $24.50 free shipping.
All right.
The big sale of the day.
Which one? This?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we picked this up this weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it came
This
with a
was
remote.
at that estate sale we stumbled into.
Yep. And the funny thing is I was looking at all the VHSs in the area, and I was looking all around this item, and I never
Hey,
looked
Josh.
at this item.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Hey, did you look at this, Aaron?" I was like, "No, I didn't see it." Like literally, I'm like all around it.
It was placed in an inconspicuous area where it was set up for them to use. So
Yeah.
it was like probably not one of those like on the table, ready to sell.
But paid $5, sold for
With the remote.
$99.95 plus shipping. It is a combo unit, but it also has the function to where it can record
Yes.
on the DVD side, which is not as common. Most of the time you find these, if they do record, they record off the DVDs to the VHSs.
Right.
But this is the other way around, so it's a
Okay.
little bit more desirable. And with the remote, I knew it was going to sell quickly.
Yeah.
I could have maybe gotten a
That's
couple
okay.
couple
It's
bucks,
fast.
but I was like, you know what, I'm not worried about it.
Josh said he got a combo player returned recently.
Oh, are they actually returning it? That's the thing, or did they try
Yeah.
to just get a partial?
Oh.
Because that's what we're talking about
Unless
today.
he received it already. He got it back already. I don't know.
I'm gonna move that
Thanks.
guy. All right, so that was the sale of the day for
Those
sure.
are the bummer ones that come back when they're electronic because they're not easy to ship or they're not cheap either. So.
No,
And then you never know how they're gonna pack it to
Nope.
get back.
that the Leapfrog, for example, they packed in a nice big box and it was just clanking around like crazy. And I'm like, this thing, is it gonna even work if it was working?
They're gonna prove their point that it's not gonna work.
Salutations vinyl LP. This is sealed. It's 2 LPs inside, and it sold for $20 plus shipping.
There we
Is
go.
it a different color? I like the ones that are colored.
It doesn't say so. No, it don't say.
No. Sometimes you'll get them and they got like really cool colors. Like we sold
Yeah.
that one Bob Marley that was like tie-dye color.
That was really cool.
So those are nice when you can
Yes.
get them. This is a lot of manga books. There's 2 of them and they sold for $7.55 plus shipping.
Yuck.
This Ho Ho No cat plush sold for $9.95 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing. Somebody saw it and had to have it.
Yep.
This is like borderline liquid gold. So this
how liquid.
is Estee Lauder Cafe Rose automatic lip pencil refill. What's the size of it?
This is 0.01 ounces,
Point-
0.2 grams.
0.01 ounces, and it sold for $79.95 plus shipping.
Telling you, find these blue Estee Lauder products. We love them.
Next up, we have Sperry's, and I put new without tags because they look like they were never worn.
Right.
So they're in excellent condition. Had them for a long time though. $19.95 plus shipping. They did
Wow.
eventually sell on a delist
Offer.
relist.
Yeah.
Like I've had to lower the price a few times.
And those
on
are great. They're going to love those. Josh says, supposed to be on its way for the last month. We shall see. I got the refund notification today, and it's supposedly still in transit. They waited till day 25 to start the return.
Oh, of course.
Yuck.
Gotta love it.
That's yuck.
We sold.
And then it gives you a bad taste for whenever you see another combo unit. You're like, ugh.
Do I really want to deal with it? Yeah, we haven't been picking them up to the
No,
same
we
degree
haven't.
we used to.
We used to get like blue lines like crazy, but now it's like,
Well, every time we find them
pricing
now,
them
it's
up.
like $10. They want
Yeah,
more.
or more.
I will pay low dollar amounts for those. Like my buy cost has to be low.
$5 or
It's like
less.
$5 on that
Yeah.
combo unit. It's like fine, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like you're forcing me to take
That's
it. Now.
what we told her too. I was like, well, dang, I got to take it now. He
Yeah.
said $5.
This how do you call it?
Okay, this is
Lalique.
Lalique Eau de Parfum.
White and black. And this sold for $39.99 free shipping.
Okay.
And that we got from the Bargain Hunt.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we would be in for about $8.
Okay.
on
That don't sound good.
Well,
It's
still
sealed.
So
Fingers
it's good.
crossed. Hopefully it's just paperwork floating around there. That is one bummer. Like when paperwork's and things, like I have to add tissue paper just because I don't want the sound.
So we've had this for a long time. And this was our first time when we gave out our business card that somebody called us back. So we gave out our business card at a garage sale, and then they called us back within like 15 minutes. They're like, hey, we've got a bunch of NASCAR collectibles because our card says collectibles.
Right.
I didn't really want NASCAR collectibles, but I felt bad not giving them all.
Thank you for calling. Here, I'll pay for something.
And so I basically explained like this market's not great, which is a perfect example of this. And they all smelled like smoke.
Yeah, that's
So
stinks.
I
So
had
we
to-
have to do a bunch of
I had to do smoke spray and then put them in a
baking
canister. It took
soda.
months of me working on just getting these things to be like list ready,
Now it's all
listable.
glitz and glamour, honey.
And I feel like this might be the first one that I've sold. $20
that
plus
work.
shipping on Dale Earnhardt Jr. in its case.
So whenever we see like the Hess trucks and the NASCAR stuff, it's like, no. Everybody has that.
Well, it's not just that; it's that is so mass
Doesn't
produced.
sell.
It just
Not for the prices that people
everybody
want for
thinks
it.
it's worth money
Yeah.
too. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't want to educate you and hurt your feelings, so I'm just gonna say no and keep moving.
Yes.
And so you see them, and you see a big box of full of Hess trucks, and you're like, they're never gonna sell
It's
those.
like
They're
the
gonna-
adult Beanie Baby collection.
Yes.
That's how I feel like.
Yes.
That is.
But I will say, some people are starting to get it on the Beanie Babies, and they'll be like $1 a piece, and they're like, whatever. But they haven't moved on from the NASCAR collectibles being
Even McDonald's toys
yeah,
are
which,
seen like that. But I'm attracted to those for some odd reason.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like, oh, vintage toys.
you did it last week.
No, was it McDonald's? It was McDonald's, but it was because it was Mario Kart Peach.
It doesn't matter if you have an
Or
excuse
Daisy,
not.
whatever
It's
her
still-
name is.
It's still
Hey,
McDonald's
I saw
toys.
Mario. I put that at a higher value than McDonald's.
This was from the estate sale as well. This is a HCSB study Bible, hardcover, and it sold $29.95 plus shipping.
Nice.
So that was probably there was one other Bible that was really interesting.
Yeah,
But I had to just kind of create my own listing on it. But
Yeah,
it was like
it's
a
rare, honey. List it high.
purse Bible that was like regular size. Some
Really
of the
cool.
purse Bibles that I saw were like the compact ones, but this one, no. Interesting. If you wanted a bolo for media, 28 days later is out of print and nobody is picking it up, it seems like. So we lotted this one with 30 nights of something.
This is a throw-in.
This is a
This
throw-in.
is the one you want.
Yeah, that's the one you want. And that one sold as a lot, $13.95 plus shipping. If you can find that on like Blu-ray,
Yeah.
it's like $60. If you find it on VHS, it's like $20 to $25.
Okay. That
So
one. you
28
wanna
days
get.
later is one that you always want to keep an eye out for.
The funny thing is, we had it sold, and then
Yes.
someone canceled, and
Yeah.
then this morning
Yeah, I was about to pull it, and then I got a
Yeah.
cancel notification, and I pulled almost everything, and a
Mhm.
media was the last thing to pull, and I was like, great. Now I pulled something, I think I'll put it back, and then it was the media that I was literally looking for.
Yeah.
I was like, fine, I don't have to pick it up. It's not a
Mhm.
big deal. So then you just did the relist
Right.
and relisted, and it sold within 7 minutes of it being relisted.
And the funny thing too about it is on my Twitter feed or X feed, whatever, I saw an article that said like people they can't stream this. It's not available for streaming. The only way to own it is to get it a hard copy, and then ours sells again. It's like I had just sent you that.
Mm-hmm.
I screenshot it and sent it to Aaron because I had recognized our cancellation.
Yes. So.
Like, do we need to list this higher?
So happy birthday to my sister. It is her
Happy birthday,
today,
Jenny.
if she's watching.
Yes.
So as far as plans are today, you are obviously got a lot of shipping to do for
Yes.
a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I'll be going to the thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
Today's probably the day that I start cleaning some shoes.
Yep.
Because we have a nice little stockpile of shoes that need to be cleaned and getting those ready. We also tested a Rock Band guitar last night, so I'm going to list that whenever those are drying.
Which I hate shipping those. I'm gonna just order guitar boxes.
Okay.
I wasted 5 boxes on that yesterday.
I feel like-
Telescoping it.
I feel like there's another way for you to do that. Probably a
Yeah,
better
order
way.
the box. Then I won't like look at it with disdain every time you pick one up.
Well, we
Because
paid,
you get them on a regular.
yes.
You get these. So need
we
to
literally
just
got one
bite
2
the
weeks
bullet.
ago, and then I got one yesterday.
Yeah, so I don't like them.
Yeah.
But once I get the box, I won't care because I'll know how to ship it. So
But yeah, so
okay, so you're gonna list the guitar. You're gonna clean shoes.
yeah, we also got a couple other things down there. But so I'll have a lot of listing stuff
Mm-hmm.
that's ready
Ready.
to roll. And then I don't think we have anything else on our plan today.
No, not today, but tomorrow we'll be busy.
So what's that mean for you?
Today I'm
Yes.
doing shipping. And then I'm doing cleaning and
Well,
cooking.
we did
That's
pick
all.
up some clothes.
I don't really feel like those are gonna be worth my time today.
Yeah, no, just
No.
today.
Today.
Um,
Okay, Bama says, oh yeah, he likes the ones that come apart, the guitars. Those are fine. I'm okay with those, but
yeah. One of them
Not the
came
one you
apart,
got.
the other one doesn't. But I will say if you can get the ones that don't, sometimes if the Rock Band 4, if you see
Yeah.
Rock Band 4, you want to pick it up.
hmm
So the one that we tested the list last night is a Rock Band 4 guitar. Those fetch about $100.
okay.
So
And they don't come apart.
they don't come apart.
The ones that do come apart we've noticed have had trouble like sensing itself sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I've seen it where if you put like a piece of cardboard in with
Yeah,
it, and
it
then
works.
it'll work. And it's like,
I can't send this way.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your little cardboard slip that you need to add in there and it'll be good to go. I'll send you a link to a YouTube video showing a hack to fix this problem.
so
Yeah.
it
so-
should be a busy day with
Yes.
lots of work that fully capable and able. And yesterday was a productive day. So
I wonder, okay, so our returns are higher. I feel like cancellations are higher too. Is
Yes.
that something you're noticing?
a little bit, but I
Yeah.
think that's only because of the changes that they made to where the buyer can cancel within the first 2 hours without any issues, and then
okay.
they have to ask after the fact
Mm.
before shipping to have it canceled. But realistically, those don't even bother me.
Yeah, because
I mean,
before we shipped it.
The worst message you can get from eBay is blank 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 has requested to start a return or has been approved for a return, and you don't even open it. You're like,
Anytime
What
I hear
now?
a eBay notification sound, I'm like, ugh, I'm
Yeah.
not opening it. I'm not.
that's not
I'm
the
avoiding
ka-ching.
it.
If it's not a
Yes.
ka-ching and it's a
That is fine. Yeah.
and it's like a message, sometimes you get a message, and it's
Yeah.
also, those are just ridiculous.
I feel. Go ahead.
I had a message yesterday on a $200 makeup that
Yeah.
I just listed
Oh
recently.
man, that was awful.
And they said something about, this is going to expire. Why would you want $200 for it? I'll do $20 shipped for it. And it's like, block.
yeah.
Like, I'm just
You
going
don't
to get done.
understand the fine makeup
Yeah. You're not our,
department. You're not our clientele for this.
but like, there's no way in the world that transaction would go well.
No. No.
So,
And you don't want them as a buyer, period.
no, I do not. I
Because
do
they're
not.
going out of their way to reach out to people that they have no intention of purchasing anything. Who has time for that?
Yeah.
Who has time for that?
I don't know.
They are totally bored. Get a job.
Do something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about it. Anything else you want to share?
There was something, but then it's gone out of my mind, so I guess I'll save it for another day.
Get it back in there. All right. So I think that'll be it for today.
Yes, we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, most likely. I don't imagine anything to pull us away. But
No.
take care. Have a good one and enjoy your day.